Hey, what's going on, Pro Host? I wanted to record this video. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded anything at all, since this whole thing kind of hit the fan. But I wanted to jump in here and kind of give you guys an update as to what's going on with our business, with our Airbnb business. I know that the travel industry as a whole has been one of the most impacted by this pandemic. And I kind of wanted to give you guys my 2 cents as how we are coping with everything that's been going on. Ever since March hit, we started a really strong month. Actually, one of the strongest months that we've started since we started this business, since inception. Of course, right around when March 14th hit, things started to change very rapidly. There was a drought that we had between the 14th and I believe somewhere around the 17th because of all of this that's going on. With us, we actually adjusted. We had to pivot from our original game plan, our original price strategy. Everything was really systematized to the times that we're currently living in. At that point, Airbnb wasn't really giving much backing at all. They had refunded a lot of a lot of guests their stays because of COVID-19. And in our case, we luckily only just had about maybe like 2 cancellations. We didn't have that many that were canceled. So that kind of worked out, I guess, in our favor. But I think where we stand out now is that we actually had the month of March. I'm glad to announce that we had the best month that we've ever had since we started this business. And I believe I credit that to multiple things. A few of the reasons being our price strategy got very aggressive. We obviously had to discount our prices. We started to shift our strategy to cater to locals and basically stray away from our original game plan, which is normally we don't really like to host locals because those are usually the ones that are more problematic, bring parties and so forth and so on. But given the fact that all of this traveling came to a very abrupt halt, we had to adjust to now catering solely pretty much to the locals for XYZ reason. So now we were able to fill up our calendar quite a bit. I think we ended up last month at around 65% occupancy, but we had our best revenue month because we had a lot of people who were doing multi-weeks and some even multi-month stays. So we pivoted to that. We took pictures of our ozone generator, which is to clean the air, and we advertised our units to be sanitized. So that definitely helped the strategy as well. So a combination of all of those things was what made us, kind of succeed in this month of March, or this previous month of March. And this month of April, we are on track to pretty much continue how we have been. I think another reason why we have been able to kind of maintain a steady reservation flow has been because of the hotels. The big chains have closed up shop. And of course, their overhead is much larger, where they rely heavily on getting those working travelers and traveling as a whole. So it doesn't make sense for them to just keep their doors open just for locals. In which case, us hosts, Airbnb hosts, kind of picked up that. And for us, it helped us greatly because if it wasn't for that, probably this would have been a completely different video. But I'm glad to say that we have stood strong. I haven't been ghost because we were just going through it in a negative way. It's just that I've been going through it and focusing how we pivot from this, and also keeping my eyes open for opportunity. I think that in these times, a lot of opportunity arises, and it's just about us being diligent and doing our part in finding those open windows for us to climb into, per se. So we are very much, alive and well. Our business is doing well. As a matter of fact, since I know it can be hard, I know a lot of hosts out there. I've been keeping up or trying to keep up on posts and YouTube videos, and a lot of hosts are very much struggling in these times. For us, it's a different case altogether. Our best month up until March was October, and if I show you guys here the month of October, if I could focus this, let me see. Can you guys see that? Month of October, I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway, it's $23,101 is what we did in the month of of October. And in the month of March, we did $25,439. So that is just a testament that we beat our record, or our revenue record at least, right? So that is just, I don't show you guys that to boast, but mostly because we're learning this process. This is obviously something that none of us really thought would happen, and we kind of had to learn as it came. And our pivoting strategies definitely show that they've been working, and hopefully they continue to work. Hopefully this ends very soon and we can go back to normal. But we were still very, we're still very proud as to the level of reservations we've been able to keep and the occupancy rates and such. But I wanted to really make this video to not discourage you. As a matter of fact, I want to encourage you. If Airbnb has been something that you've been wanting to do, or rental arbitrage, or home sharing as a whole, it doesn't have to be Airbnb. It could be any other platform. We specialize and we do only Airbnb because it's just the easiest. But in our case, we've been able to kind of work through these very hard times and be able to stay afloat. My strategy, I'll be honest, after this all kind of started to happen, I just didn't want to be in the negative. I wanted to make sure that we coast as much as possible until this all ends, and at least be able to pay the bills, pay our employees, pay the rent and utilities and so forth and so on. But given that things turned out to be better, we still turned a profit for last month. We're hoping to turn a profit for the month of April as well. And we hope to continue this as well. So this times, a lot of hosts are going to be discouraged. A lot of hosts are going to drop off and say, this is just not for me. A lot of hosts are going to be forced to kind of quit because of the fact that they haven't gotten enough bookings to keep the shop open. But that makes it to where new hosts can come in and kind of use the information that we have gathered in these times, in these very difficult times, to be able to survive, very difficult times that come in the future, because I'm sure other things will arise as time goes by. So I wanted to just really make this video for that, to let you know that we are good, we're alive and well, our business is alive and well, and we are not giving up. I think this is actually very crucial, because when we launch our course, this will all be part of the course, so that if and when something else arises, we are very much equipped to overcome them, and we have options as to how we can fill up our calendar and still remain, cash flow positive. With that said, I thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and like this video, leave any comments below, any questions you may have, anything that you have experienced as a host that you might want to share with the community. Please do. Let's start this conversation. If you have any questions, any other things that I may have missed, don't hesitate to ask. We'll see you at the top. Let's go.